Look at that mess. Why did he go this way? Alright, I think we're on day 5 with the land clearing. We're on a new ridge though today. They moved off of the first one. Weed on the first 3 are done, I believe, or 2 are done for sure, and the last one only has a few big trees, if I remember right. Hey guys, Kapper here, welcome back. So today's going to be a multifaceted video, a long form video, because we're going to start transitioning from showing you the clearings, and then we're going to start planting the food plots. So this one is day 5. They're beginning a new one. I'll put a map on here, but I'm a little perplexed here. Like, okay, wait a minute. Where are they going in the woods? Because I had to remember, like, okay, this don't make sense. So anyways, let's get real time on the ground. You'll see the next one for day 5 here, and then we're going to go plant a couple, and you're going to see the Dust Bowl. But I believe things are going to turn out very nicely here in the next 3 to 4 weeks. So let's get into it. Thanks. So the first... that's interesting. Why did he go this way? He's up ahead here. I don't know what this is though. Let's take a walk quick. Of course I don't have bug spray on. This ridge is pretty wide here. I think this first new one here is going to be a pretty big, 3-acre plot. Here's the thing though, I think he was following the wrong ribbon. These orange are survey ribbons, and the yellow ones were the excavator ribbons. So, not sure what's going on. There's another ribbon, unless he switched to orange. But this also was going to be the line for the 280. See, I don't see any more ribbons. I think he hopefully went on the wrong spot. I'm going to pull up my map here in just a minute. Alright, here's another ribbon, so maybe he switched to orange ribbon. There's more ribbon down there, so alright, well, that's kind of cool. It'll have a new entrance. I'd much rather have that anyways. Okay, so here's what happened. I mean, I was ahead of myself from the get-go. So this is the trail right here, okay, but this ridge top was wide enough where I wanted to keep a separation, like a barrier here between the trail and the actual new opening, in case I get trespassers or somebody's riding a four-wheeler down the trail, that this plot is kind of hidden. So I was a little bit ahead of myself, but that was the original plan, as you could see right here. So this is the 4th clearing. Whoa, mosquitoes are out. Oh, here comes a tree our way. Oh, like a big monster. Oh, someone go. Alright, I just took a screenshot. Yeah, we're in the right spot. It's just, it's off of the trail. I remember now, I didn't want it on the main trail, so I bumped it over. So I'm even ahead of myself sometimes. Come on, that's a big one. A lot of firewood. All right, I'm gonna go plant the first couple of openings. He was honking his horn. I don't know if he needed something or if he thought I was still around or what. This is clearing number 3 on the first ridge. Just working on the last few bigger trees, but these first 2 are done and graded off. I'll show you them here in a minute. They're a few hundred yards up yet. This is going to be a beautiful opening up in here. Alright, I'll turn back on. It's like 250 yards between these 2. Alright, so this, I don't know if you could see it. It looks like an old skidder road right here. You'll see. I might try to drive it right here. This looks like an old road. You can see all the tracks in here. Deer have been using this for a long time. I might have to open this up with the excavator. Definitely an old road right there. Nice trail too. Could be water, but I'd have to look a little closer. But it looks like an old skidder road. So could be both. Could be animal tracks using it and water running down it. But no, it probably ain't water because that water can go down right here. So it wouldn't necessarily continue this way. So it's a good trail. I'll have to remember this one right before where I'm at. Alright, now we're back on the main trail. See all the dust? It's going to be a dusty mess. Alright, just finished spreading this one. Now let's go up to the farthest one. Again, it should be about 250 yards. You know, that was kind of by design. I wanted them to be separated. You know, should they be sold by individual lots or even for deer hunting, so they're separated in little ways. Actually, this one is not as far as the first two, but that's because this front is a little more narrow. So it's probably, it's probably 200 to 220 yards. This would be a great building site. This one is a little smaller, but very pretty nonetheless. Alright, we'll get some seed on this one. Alright, so I got the wheat and oats mixed in, and even though it's bone dry, as you're seeing here, I ran the drag over it, so that's going to fill in some of these stump holes a little bit. It's going to cover that seed, so even though we're in hotter than normal weather, the seed will be ready for the next rain. I guarantee you, you know, when the next rain comes, this is going to be a beautiful field of green in just a matter of weeks. And I'm hoping to have some deer hunters in here for this fall, so that's why we're kind of cramming the things we're doing. Now, the one after this, I did use my Coyote tractor, the NS 6010, to try to save the Polaris a little bit, but it was so rough, it took so long. It literally took like 2 or 3 hours to drag the next one up. So I did switch back to the Polaris. I mean, that's why we got a cab unit. You know, a little dust ain't gonna hopefully kill the machine, but these will be ready for the next rain. And as I'm editing this, supposedly, we missed the rain this morning. Today's September 21st. Supposedly we're gonna get some rain maybe tonight. That would be absolutely wonderful. But the seeds are planted. The clearings, well, not all of them, but some of them are done. So these are ready now for deer stands and 360 trail cams next. And by the way, if you missed that 360 trail cam video I posted on 1.0, I'll put a link into it because I really like them and they work really well out here in this poor coverage area. And there is a link in the description if you want to check those out. So let's continue on today's episode. Look at that mess. I'm back in the big clearing, number 3. I think I'm going to mark a few of these trees to have them leave just a few of the big ones. I didn't have tape, but I got this kind of tape. Or I could steal some of his tape on the edges. I'm going to leave a handful of these in here. I mean, yeah, they might steal moisture, but it's really pretty having a few trees mixed in. So I'm going to pick some of these big ones. I'm going to mark them. So probably about half a dozen we'll leave in here. This is a 3-acre plot, so that should be plenty. All right, I'm too late in looking at a lot of these. All of them so far. He ripped all the roots already, right up next to him. So I'm not a tree expert, but I don't think they're going to survive. Now, if I could find a couple that he didn't rip the roots, I can have him leave them, but it looks like he ripped every last one of them. You see the ripper marks here all the way around. Don't think trees that size are going to survive that, but I'll call him Trevor, see if he knows if they will. So this might be a gigantic 3-acre wide open plot. It's not like there ain't 500 more acres of trees.
They got both machines here now. Just one of them's working, but I see the green flags pretty much around the perimeter now. Oh, Joe, you wouldn't believe what I could make out of these root balls. Look at all them. Oh my gosh, can you imagine the tables? Oh, you gotta come back and get a few of these for me. Wow. I'm on the opposite end that I just took the other video from. Alright, I'll take that one that's way up on top here. You could grab that with your excavator, couldn't you? No problem, right? Alright, just for reference, this pile of trees right here. So I'm 5'9", and I go only to here. That's how high up the pile is. See that green flag there? And I think there's one in it right back there hanging, flying in the wind. So yeah, I think they got it pretty much going here around the perimeter. Let's see what this drop off is like now. This was a field that was already open. And so we just extended it down the hill. He's ripping up roots out there. We got a drizzle of rain yesterday. A really pretty rainbow, double rainbow. But that was it, absolutely it. And it's powder again. But it's funny how these ridgetops are all a little different. You know, like this one. I mean, this is literally the biggest rock I've seen so far. No boulders on this one. I'm on the lower end of this field right now. Well, future field. And I didn't realize that it's actually gonna extend out in here quite a ways yet. Oh my gosh, the gnats and mosquitoes are just horrible here. Anyway, I see one flag there. And there's another one way down. Yeah, way down there. Wow. Oh, well, darn. I'm probably about 10 years too late to be able to use this for anything. Oh, that would have been pretty, though. Well, Joe, there's your clay for a watering hole. Right on top here. Not sure how much was done before when Joe was here, but this is the third one, the one that's going to be 3 acres. Looks like they're on the edge right here with that green flag. So go see what they're doing up there. I think it's only one guy working right now. All right, well, it looks like I found there are markers from the trail, and I can see it through the trees here. So let's go take a look. They were here most of the day. All right, let's not step on a snake. Oh, that's kind of an interesting cedar. All right, let me go back here. Oh. All right, well, I got the sun shining in my lens here. Let me get in a different direction. Oh, look at that cedar. Well, that's kind of interesting. Oh, darn. A little too worn out there. Okay. Anyway, I think Joe sent me out to look at the field, not at cedars, but you know how that goes. Wow, look at that cedar. Oh, that's a big one. If he's going to push that one over, I want it. All right, anyway. Okay. So it looks like got a lot of it cleared up. I don't know what it looked like when Joe saw it last. I don't know if he's been out here. Yeah, I think he was this afternoon. That'll be a big clearing. I don't think it's as big as that last 3-acre one, but this one's going to be pretty good size too. Let me climb over here. Oh, and it's just as dry as everything out here. Wow.
Hey guys, thanks for sticking with us through this whole video. So the next half of these plots, you're going to see we're going to keep some trees in them. While we can't keep a lot due to the cost share, which I'll explain later on, we are going to keep some of the white oaks and some of the bigger ones, kind of pushing the envelope for what we can get away with. But as you'll see in the future plots, we will be keeping some of the bigger trees in the clearings. So we'll take one final look at the really big 3-acre one that they had already ripped roots and see how that turned out, and stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks a lot. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoy this stuff. We'll lay it all out to you on why we do things and the way we do. We've had a lot of questions, which is great, but there's certain reasons we do this process the way we do. Thanks a lot.
But man, there's like hardly any rocks here. I mean, there's like little ones. Nice little cedar grove back there. Yeah, this will be a nice one too, Joe. Looks like it drops down in the back there. All right, well, I guess all this dry weather is working in our favor for once.
All right, so this is kind of a sneak preview looking ahead, but this is the big 3-acre plot after planting and dragging and that, after they got rid of the trees, because remember they had ripped the roots already, so we couldn't keep any trees in this one. But the next three or four we are going to keep trees in. So stay tuned for the next update on this. This stuff is really cool, and it really improves this property for wildlife, and it improves the value as well. So I hope to see you again. Thank you. Have a great weekend.